What is up, guys? I hope all is well. Follow us on Twitter, the HurtWords podcast, HurtWords3. Email us, HurtWordsWithZ@gmail.com. You can watch us on YouTube, HurtWords Podcast. Subscribe, share, listen. You can find us on Instagram at HurtWordsWithZ. No, actually, it's HurtWords3 now, at HurtWords3. You can listen to us on Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Anchor FM, Anchor. Let's see, where else we're at? Castbox. Check us out on there. Yeah, tune in. Hope you like it. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. Let's get to it. Her session number 13. And you know what we do before or during a hurt session? Nice little freaking Halloween cup. We invested in a green screen, and I like to use this bathroom one. Hold on real quick, guys, because I did not think this out very thoroughly, because what just happened is I don't have a lighter now. I just found one. And today's hurt session, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about, because I haven't really, I just came in like, you know, I haven't done one in a while. It's been a couple of days because we're not going to do anything on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I'm not going to release anything except for this one, because this is a live stream for YouTube, but for the podcast will be available Monday, everywhere else throughout the week. What I do want to talk about is how still I don't understand how everything has just been so slow going. Everything has just been going so slow. The wheels are barely starting to turn, but for me, they're not turning fast enough. And what I'm talking about is the fall of everybody that has been compromised, is a traitor to the Republic of America. People like Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Bill, Bush family. I mean, everybody connected, because here's the thing. You have to understand, this is my personal belief, and after just seeing things, analyzing things, researching things, the key to everything, the key to bringing everybody down, the piece that is the most important to me is these pedophile rings being busted, raided, kids being saved, rescued, think the higher power. Because that's the way they compromise most individuals through pedophilia. You can you can have sex with a kid that you don't know and you don't care about their feelings or the fear, because they're probably screaming the whole time, terrified, crying, and they're just younger, they're just taking advantage of them. You can pretty much do anything else. You can do other things, like willfully be a tool to the globalists to go in, either lobby for a corporation or infiltrate governments, overthrow governments, just people who don't care. They're selfish. As long as they're okay and their family is okay, they don't give a shit about you, because ultimately you're going to die and they're going to be with the elite on top in their ivory towers, whatever their tower is, or in their ivory bunkers. I don't know, wherever the fuck the elite hide. It's just going too slow. It's going way too slow. Get Sessions the fuck out of there. Get somebody that's actually going to do the job. I mean, I get it. They're getting ready to publicly release that video that has Hillary Clinton and Uba Abedin with a underage girl. And if you don't believe me, look it up. It's on YouTube, it's on Google, it's on probably not Bing, probably not on Google, but I was able to find it on YouTube myself. So look it up. If you're one that's like, nah, Pizzagate isn't real, or the pedophile rings aren't real, or whatever, you know what, just whatever it is, look into it for your goddamn self. Do the research yourself. Don't believe everything that everybody tells you. I mean, myself included. Okay, I'm gonna get information wrong at times, but it's my responsibility to go back and look in and re-educate myself and re-research everything and get it right. And if that does happen, I'll come back on here and I'll apologize for giving you the wrong information. But for take it from someone who doesn't even take his mother's advice just without any thought. You know, like, I'm not just gonna listen to my mom because she's my mom. My mom doesn't always know what's best for me. I know what's best for me because I'm a logical person and I just like the truth and I just want the truth regardless of how ugly it is, just how ugly it is, or if I might not like it, you know. But that video is getting ready to come out, and another thing I wanted to talk about it, and it's been like 6 months since videos started coming out and things like that. But it's actually been longer. But I'm talking about the slave trading going down there in Libya. It's so sad, so sad. You got these liberals over here saying they're oppressed and they have it hard, and they're bitching because Donald J. Trump is our president and things like that. When they don't even have it, you don't have it that bad. If you can go to a protest, act a fool, get hungry, and go to Jack in the Box and get those 2 tacos for $9 or whatever the fuck, then you're kind of not living a shitty life if you had the option to do any of these things I just mentioned. Slaves don't have that luxury of doing whatever they want to do or get to do or be free because they're slaves. My God. The reason I brought up that is because I got into a little like Twitter fight with some lady, and I sent her a video link with the gentleman who talked about what he went through and the things he saw, and it's a powerful video. I recommend you watching it. I'll see if I can post a link up here and things like that. But actually, just watch any video about the slavery in Libya. It's terrible. It needs to be talked about more. Something needs to be done about it. Because the UN is so gung ho on we need to save these migrants, these immigrants. We need to just accept them because they're coming from these war-torn countries. That the same people saying we need to welcome these immigrants into our country are the same people that are ravishing those countries. Go figure. But you're not doing anything about what's going on in Libya. Even with Trump, I'll say it with even Trump in office, and I'm a Trump supporter, but I just think it's weird that somebody allegedly uses chemical weapons on their own people. We do something about it. America, whoever, regardless. Same with Saddam. We did something about it. Why isn't the UN doing anything about the slave trade in Libya and all the organs being harvested from them? I mean, some of them just turn up missing. They just bought for their organs. It's probably what the whole that whole slave trade is for. It's just them harvesting organs. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what the elite are really doing. Like, why are you buying so many organs? Like, I mean, I don't know if it because the black market is run by the elite. Okay, it's the same people. They just use those people as tools. So don't get their hands dirty. But I mean, there's paper trails. There's always a paper trail. There's always a paper trail. That's why I always say people like Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and all these other people who thought that they were going to be victorious in this one world government. Everybody that was a tool in driving the narrative or failing to drive the narrative, you're out. You're going down the drain. And if it's not because we drained the swamp, it's because your bosses who you work for, the real bad people, the families, the ones actually calling the shots, they're going to erase you as well. You don't get to go with them. You don't get to associate with them. You know why? Because it's all for their bloodline. Their bloodlines. That's why I call them the families. You're not a part of their bloodline, their legacy. Because they're very psychopathic, psychotic, they're crazy, delusional, satanic. They're just bad people. They're real evil. Real evil. And Jesus Christ started been 11 or 12 minutes. I didn't even see that, but it's been 12 minutes too long because I haven't even got hurt yet. So let's get hurt real quick. Give me a second. It's going to be some dead air, but that's only because I'm taking over. Woo! Take a sip real quick because chest is ticking. But yeah, that what was like bothering me currently. That's what I had to get out. But right now, I'm gonna check the news real quick. My news. Jeremiah, not Ram, because HurtWords is Jeremiah and Ram, but we're not completely the same. That's why we came out with HurtWords. It's because we wanted somewhere where two people with different ideologies, some the same, some different, can come together and we can just talk about it in a healthy manner without getting too emotional, being intellectual about it, right? Not letting us hit a mental blockade and then get mad and just start cussing and everything like the left do. But anyways, let's get into the news real quick because it's Sunday and exclusive Google AI listed Republican Party as Nazism. I don't really like to say I'm Republican or Democrat. I like to say I'm bipartisan. I will admit to being libertarian. I'm somewhat conservative. I mean, I have conservative values, family values, basic principles that I instill, that I take pride in. I take pride in who I am, and I try to instill that into my family, the younger generation of my family. But I guess Republicans are now Nazis. Well, I mean, they've always been Nazis, right? Like that's what they've been calling Republicans for a long time. It's Nazis, when in fact they're not. So only a Nazi can be a Nazi. But I don't get how the Sandy Hook families are suing Alex Jones for defamation, and like Google gets away with it because it's basically making the Republican Party look crappy, right? And especially with these slow your roll, Jeremiah. Slow your roll. Millennials. Jesus Christ. I just have to like I don't know why. I just have to talk fast. I have to talk fast and I just fucked up. But especially millennials. God damn. Works so hard for me. I already forgot what the fuck I was talking about because I focused too much on the pronunciation of that word. I'm having trouble pronouncing. Um, they whatever information they get or they hear, they just go with it. So even if you're somebody on the right and you can get to somebody on the left in time before mainstream media gets to them and they give them misinformation, if somebody from the right, meaning anti-establishment, pro-Trump, pro-America, nationalist, somebody awake who sees the bigger picture, somebody awake and somebody who sees the bigger picture can get to a liberal person, a modern day liberal, not a classic liberal, but a modern day liberal, uh, before the mainstream media can. Uh, they typically take the information. I've seen it happen. Like I've explained a lot to a bunch of different liberals over again. And the thing that really does help me is the fact that I am brown, um, because I'm a Trump supporter, but you can't call me racist because I'm a minority and I'm really not racist. I mean, Rand, for God's sakes, he's fucking black. Okay, uh, I don't hate anybody because of their skin color or race or religion, uh, except for Islam. But to me, Islam is not really a religion because it's been weaponized. And I also just don't agree with, people being cool with underage wives. But anyway, that's another discussion for another time. But typically, if you can get to a liberal before the mainstream media can, or social media, or one of their friends can, you can drop drop a little bit of the right information, and they kind of like, what, like how, what, and then you start showing them links and articles that are actual, the real links, the real articles that you can pull up yourself and read, and there's the proof in everything that we've been trying to tell you, But liberals, they, I don't know if they just like what really is it with liberals? Like, yes, they've failed themselves because they've shown how weak they can be here because they fall into the system because everything is systematic. I'll never stop saying that everything is systematic. Everything is connected together. I mean, everything is connected to the smallest things. Okay. Um, is it because they don't like being wrong? And what scares me about liberalism or modern day liberalism is a lot of liberals do really appear to be broken people, like they're actually broken on the inside. They have massive insecurities. Um, they tend to project onto others. That's why they always play victim. Somebody can ask you like they can ask you for your opinion on something, a question, or whatever it is, and you give them your honest opinion. And if it's one that they don't agree with, they take offense, they take it personal, and they play the victim card. And then they get offended and they get hostile, and it turns into an argument when you're like, whoa, I literally did what you told me to do. Or you asked me for my opinion. I gave you my honest opinion. which I should give you my honest opinion in the first place, because I should be honest to you, because I should be an honest person. You didn't like my honest opinion, and now you've taken offense to it because it's not what you wanted to hear, when it's better for me to tell you the truth or my honest opinion than handicap shit for you and let you think it's okay, whatever you're doing, or you look all right if it's about clothes or whatever. Like, I'm just enabling you. I'm not like, you're just hurting yourself that way as a person. You're not growing. So most liberals already are just broken. They think, I guess that's what they're, what's it called? Oh my God, I forgot the word. Guys. I forgot the word. I don't know, man. Forgot the word. But they entitled. They just feel entitled. They can get away with this because, well, they're who they are. When in fact, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. If you're in the right, then you're right. If you're acting crazy, you're acting crazy. If you're acting proper, then you're acting proper. You know what I mean? Like, the truth is the truth. Okay? The truth is the truth. You can't argue the truth because it's the truth. I don't understand how liberals can just sit there, or not even, well, not just literally sit there, but can be there and just keep arguing, and arguing against the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. But I guess sometimes the truth is too heavy for some individuals, or too sensitive. They're weak people. They're weak people. Weak. You're weak. You're a weak person if you take offense to words. Liberals, political correctness. You're a weak person who can't handle their insecurities. So you project them onto others and you use that as a way to play victim. So you can say, oh, no, I am. But you should be aware of that. So you should still conform to whatever it is I say, or be okay with how I act. You should be okay with it. Man, no, I'm not. I'm not. But let's see what else is here. Let's see what else. American Airlines warns of fare increase if oil remains high. Oil up 50%. What a surprise. Go to hell. Sorry, I just said go to hell. I was reading this before. Rudy triggers media meltdown. Trump can pardon himself, but no evidence that Trump has committed any crimes. It's true. It's like, yeah, I can pardon myself, but I haven't done anything wrong. So there's no need for me to even be talking about pardoning myself. They just threw that out there because they want people to believe that President Trump is doing things so crazy and he's lost his mind. He's such a bad person that he's going to do anything and everything and he's going to get away with it. I wonder how many liberal minds are exploited right now. What? Trump can get away with everything? He's basically a dictator. He's Hitler. He's a Nazi. He's Hitler. No, he's not. He's not. You know, even Rand disagrees with me sometimes, but that's fine. Like, Rand can do that. But for myself, I don't agree with everything that Trump does. Like, I don't agree with him signing the omnibus bill. I'm like, no, fuck that. We'll shut the government down before we shut it down again. Like, let's fix this shit. And let's fix what's in the omnibus bill. Because you know that there's just a ridiculous amount and just things in there that don't even benefit America or the people of America. It's just literally just throwing away money, like handing money for shit, for nothing. Like, trillions of dollars wasted. But, you know, they let him sign that bill so they can go back later on. And then once somebody digs up what's in the bill, they can use that to make Trump look bad. But I already know that. But see, like, that's the thing is I know how mainstream media works. I know how mainstream media spins things. That's why even if I do happen to catch a TV and it's CNN or MSNBC or CBS News or whatever, like whatever it is, if it's mainstream media news, even if it's Fox, whatever it is, I can usually decipher what they're talking about. And then once I go back and check it out on the platforms I like to do my research on, 100% of the time I vindicate myself because it's like, yeah, like, they're just trying to make him look bad. They're just trying to make him look bad because he's for actually making America great again, fixing the economy, putting jobs back into where there needs to be jobs here in America. And unemployment rate is down in blacks and Hispanics, which is awesome. Can definitely appreciate that. I mean, just a plethora of things that the mainstream media doesn't ever talk about. All they ever talk about is just negativity, just negative, 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 negative. You know, if you talked about positive stuff on TV, period, CNN as well, like we did, real journalistic pieces where you told the truth, where you actually, a documentary was an actual documentary, not propaganda, and it was a positive one, almost uplifting. You spread that feeling of happiness and hope and security and believing in yourself, whatever it is, like whatever the documentary has to do, just positive. Like you spread that feeling. Because if you haven't noticed, I have, that's why I kind of don't watch TV nowadays, but it's all negative. It's all drama, reality TV shows. It's all drama. It's all people fighting with each other. Or they don't ever show people getting along, having a good time, like actually having a good time, not drinking, partying at a club or at a strip club or whatever they usually do on TV. But I mean, like actually spending time together, you know, fucking mini golfing or telling funny stories with each other, like laughing, you know. They don't. It's because they don't want to spread the feeling of positivity because they know that they want you to be oppressed, even spiritually. They want to keep you down. They don't want us to be spiritually progressive. I mean, that's why I like to smoke, is because when I smoke, it's just an automatic disconnect from the matrix, from the system. And as for somebody who's been awake since the age of, I think, 15, 2007, October, yeah, 15, the realization of how shitty the world is, the magnitude of it, is just 1,000 times great. So for somebody like me, who is awake, I think if I didn't smoke, swear, like I honestly feel like if I didn't smoke, I would kill myself. Because the world is just too shitty. Like it's too shitty, but now I don't want to give up. Like you know what I mean? Like now I have, with Trump in office, I have a, like when Trump won, I was like, whoa, 10 toes down, I was ready. Like we have a chance now. Humanity has a chance. I can see transcend. I can maybe transcend within my lifetime. You know, But yeah, that's why I said for me, the wheels are turning. Yes, I see the wheels are turning, but they're just not turning fast enough. Because if a group of people can get together and plot how to basically destroy the world, destroy society, destroy humanity, you know, uh, contaminate it morally, spiritually, in every aspect of life. Who's to say that there can't be a group of good people, good spirited people, good people of goodwill who want to see other people prosper and happy and successful, get together and say, you know what, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna take back our future. We're gonna be prosperous. We're gonna be successful. We're gonna be healthy. We're gonna be happy. There's gonna be a plethora of things. Nobody's gonna go hungry. There's gonna be shelter for everybody. There'll be hopefully a new economic system, because there needs to be a new economic system. The dollar's not. The dollar's not gonna work. It's not. But that's why I always say, you know, I come on here, I do the podcast, um, and I talk about what I believe, the way I see things, my perception, me, mine. Maybe mine is greater than yours. Maybe I really see the world for what it is more than you do, and maybe you probably, maybe not. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm saying my realization of how ass backwards everything is pretty grand. You know, to the point where it affects me every day. Like, you know, you wake up, you're like, nothing's changed. I mean, we're getting there, especially with Trump in office. Things are changing, but the globalists are just doing so much to slow the process down. Like, we're right there. We're right there. You can tell we're right there. You can tell we're right there because of how crazy everything has been with Google and Facebook and Twitter censoring and shadow banning conservatives or just people in general who don't go with the narrative. You can see it. You can see the hammer just swinging now, like just out in the open, right? Just broad daylight, just vandalizing, just trying to destroy humanity, just broad daylight. They don't give a fuck now. You can see it. You can see it. You can see that we're right there. But how much and everything that they're doing and putting into it to stop Donald Trump, to still take him out of office, to get him impeached, to, you know, I mean, Roger Stone said it a while back, and I believe it, and I mean, they're going to start framing people, him, I think he included himself, Donald Trump as well. They're just planning on framing the guy. And if you don't believe me, hopefully you're listening to this or you're watching this, and then later on, if it comes out, I told you. I told you. That's why you have to watch InfoWars, because it really is. Look, I stumbled upon InfoWars when I was 15. Yes, when I was 15. So don't use that as an excuse. Well, you were 15, you're a dumbass little kid. now you're just brain. No, 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 no. I was a 15-year-old kid who understood that a building like the Twin Towers, they don't just come down straight down. And you know what? You have Fox to thank for that because they had that one show, what is it, Real TV or something like that. I don't know, but and they would show, but like controlled demolitions of buildings, just they pancake. So I knew this even in second grade when this happened. So I was in second grade when this happened. And even as a second grader, I knew buildings don't go down like that. It would have just came down an entirely different way. Okay, it's not rocket science. But anyways, that's why I gravitated towards Alex Jones and InfoWars, because they were talking about things. They were answering questions that I had. And they were right about a lot of things. All right? Like, just give them a chance. Give them a chance. And I say give them a chance because if we don't come together at least, if we don't try, guys, if we don't come together and share each other's information, like Drudge Report, InfoWars, anything, even your news, if you're watching, listening, or whatever, uh, they can they can do whatever. We can't let them win. Is what I'm trying to say. And I went all over the place. We, we can't let them win. If they win, then there's nothing. I'm not being a slave. I'm not going to be a slave. I'm not going to be oppressed. You're not going to take my guns away. You're not going to split up my family. You're not going to sexualize my children. No. No, 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 no. No. But the reason I'm mentioning all these things is because if you do the research yourself, if you just did the research yourself, you would stumble upon these articles. These real articles that were written by real people. Sometimes the things that they talk about are their handbooks, written by researchers for the globalists, because their plan is so complicated. It has to be explained. It has to be broken down for you to understand. But it's all real. It's all real. So do the research for yourself. I don't like looking stupid. I know what you're gonna say. You don't like looking stupid, but you listen to InfoWars and Action, blah blah blah. Yes, I do, and I'm right. I can say that confidently. I'm right. All right. The globalists are real. They really are trying to take over. This is real stuff. There's a book called None Dare Call It Conspiracy you need to read. You also need to check out Endgame, the documentary called Endgame. Endgame talks about everything going on today in the modern world. It's scary because we're already there. We're basically already there. Look at AI. Look at how terrifying AI is. You have artificial intelligence. People don't grasp the magnitude of that itself. They just say AI, AI, AI. Now they just say AI. They don't say artificial intelligence. You need to say artificial intelligence. Here's why. It's because artificial, if you want me to break it down to a simpler word, artificial, fake. Well, not fake. Fake is two at the end. Made. Not real. Imitation. Artificial. Made. Manufactured. Intelligence. Intelligence. Brains. Smarts. Yeah. So you really do just have an artificial, fake mind out there controlling things. And we don't know. I mean, we know what they're capable of. They glitch. They do their own things. They learn on their own. Intelligence. They are gonna progressively get smarter. The only thing that's different is it's artificial. It's not a real brain. It's not. It's not. Oh my God. I'm just really terrified of AI. And you should be too. And I know this entire Hurt session, I've been going everywhere. But you know what? I don't care because I have to tell you guys this, because if I don't, you're not gonna. If I don't, you'll forget. And you'll just go back to your distractions. You might lose what it's all about, the good fight. Freedom, prosperity. For humanity, all humanity. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I'm sorry I ranted and was all over the place. I just had so much that I needed to talk about. And I really should have sat down before I started doing this and wrote myself some notes to keep myself on one straight path, because I will and do go off and into other things. But hey, I just gotta try to cover everything. But the globalists are real. They really do want you dead. They really do want you dead. Share the podcast, share the YouTube channel, subscribe, retweet, mention, follow, email, DM, everything, guys. Listen to us on Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Boxcast, or Castbox, Boxcast. So sorry, Castbox. Castbox, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But follow us on Twitter, HurtWords3, HurtWords Podcast. Email us at hurtwords@gmail.com, HurtWords with the Z. Look us on Instagram at HurtWords at HurtWords3. I'm sorry, at HurtWords3. Watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Share us everywhere, guys. If you share the same interest as I do, you just want humanity to prosper and weed to be legalized and everybody to be prosperous and everything to everybody be happy and everything. You know, you hate the globalists, you love family, you love your country, wherever you're listening to as well. Let me know. Send me a message. I want to talk. I definitely want to talk. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hurt Nation. Absolutely love you guys. You know what? Before I go, let's take another rip together, right? My lighter's giving me problems. But remember, you're never alone, guys. I shared some personal feelings earlier, and it's real. I'm not somebody who just says shit for attention. No, it's because I really feel that way. I'm the type of person that said if I say I'm okay, I'm really okay. If I'm not okay, if I'm mad, then I'm really mad. I'm really mad. I am what I am. I say what. No matter my word. No matter my word. But legalize it everywhere, medically and recreationally. I think if it was, everybody would chill the fuck out, be more open-minded, and empathic and understanding. But except for Tommy Tron, Tommy Tron is a fucking idiot. I love Tommy Tron still. I still love Tommy Tron. I'd still chief with them if I got the opportunity to. But I'm Canadian. Don't and just stick to being Tommy Tron. All right, stick to being Tommy Tron. All right. But you're never alone, guys. You're never alone. Talk it out. Talk to me. Talk to Rand. We're here, man. We're here for you guys. Don't let the anxiety get to you. Don't let the stress uh, eat away, and don't let the fear consume you. Keep your head up. If you feel like you're about to just have an anxiety attack, take a little puff. Be all right. All right. That's how I do it. Start getting like I'm about to have an anxiety attack, but I know I'm gonna be around a bunch of people, or just I'm overthinking everything and I'm scaring myself. Take a puff. I'm all good. Normal for myself. Feel like I actually am able to be myself, harness everything I got up here that might be chained up while I'm not hurt thanks to things like Wi-Fi and TV and just chemtrails and everything and anything, because it's all connected, motherfuckers. But that's it for today, guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Get hurt. Stay hurt. If you're already hurt, get even more hurt. It's been nice. It's been nice. Jeremiah, that's me. Peace out, guys.